Here we go again, another reading of the news. Let us get started, shall we? There you go. Are you guilty? 30 illegal things nearly every American has done. Let's see. All right, so you don't steal or murder or light things on fire, but you're not as innocent as you think. Let's see. What is this? Singing happy birthday. If you sang the joyous song in public before 2016, you were breaking the law. All right, it was copyrighted, right? The song was copyrighted for 25 million in the 80s, making it illegal for public use until it was moved to public domain. All right. I never sung the song even today, so. Using public unsecured Wi-Fi. Stolen some Wi-Fi. If you use a public Wi-Fi without permission, called piggybacking, you could be punished with fines and even jail time in certain states. A Michigan man was fined $400 for checking his email. Damn. Downloading music. Though streaming services have significantly decreased the number of people pirating music, everyone had their days on Napster or LimeWire, downloading low-quality MP3s for free. Is it pirate hat? What is this now? Streaming shows and movies. Approximately half of all American millennials watch illegal streams. According to infographic show, it can land you in hot water, so you better invest in a streaming service. No. Sharing an account password. Think you can bypass paying for a streaming service? Again, the streaming service thing. It's just an ad to get people to buy into streaming services. Think you can bypass paying for a streaming service by getting a friend's password. Think again. It's a federal crime to share passwords for subscriptions. Netflix. Using a fake name online. You wanted to register for a website, but you didn't want them to spam your email. So you put in fake information. According to the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, you're a culprit. Huh? Register for a website. Okay, so if you mean if you create a website, okay. All right, whatever. Making a bet with your friends, whether it's in-game or poker or workplace fantasy football, the Illegal Gambling Act of 1970 makes it against the law to wager with friends. And if the amount exceeds $2,000, you're officially running an illegal gambling operation. Damn, that is a good way to get out of some bets. Well, like, it's a crime, buddy. I'm sorry, can't pay you. I don't invest in criminal activity. Though you love to picnic outside with wine or step outside the bar for some fresh air, drinking in public is against the law in most of the country. Yeah. What is this? Public intoxication. We've all had our days, dark days, aka college, and unless you live in Nevada, Montana, and Missouri, you can be drunk in public in those 3 states. Public intoxication get you in big trouble. In Indiana, that can be up to 180 days in jail plus a hefty fine. Dang. Keep that drunkenness in private, sir. Drinking underage. When it seems like the rest of the world starts drinking in their teens, it can be hard to wait until you're 21. There are many that would be guilty of taking a nip or 2 before they were legally supposed to. Most people are. Turning right on red light. While it's legal in most of the country, some states have stricter rules. It's usually not a big deal unless you're spotted in a particular overachieving cop by a particularly overachieving cop. What's this one? Littering. You know, you shouldn't do it anyway. But if you make it, but if it will make you think twice next time, it's illegal. Pond. Ooh. Throwing away a phone, throwing your old cell phone away due to chemicals they produce over time, which end up in the water supplies and cause health risk. E-waste is illegal in many states. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, so you can't throw it in a water supply, but can you just put it in a trash can like this? Guess not. I think I still have my old cell phone. Smoking marijuana. The laws on this are changing, but the Marist College Institute for Public Opinion ran a poll that found that 52% of Americans 18 or older have tried marijuana and 44% of them currently use it. Okay. What's this now? Jaywalking. The crosswalk is a block away, but the place you need to go is just on the other side of the road. So what do you do? The likely answer is also the illegal one, though some cities barely acknowledge it. I think maybe someone's being arrested for jaywalking right now. I don't know. I was going to say I don't think they would, but you never know. Driving over the speed limit. Well, obviously, the most commonly broken law, the most commonly broken law in the US that people actually get charged with. Damn. Driving under the speed limit. Damn. You might be cruising a bit slower because you're unsure of where you're supposed to exit on highway, but it's illegal. Too slow, too fast. Throwing out an old tenant's mail. Those things clutter up. Sure, it's annoying when it piles up, but you're pretty sure it's just junk anyways. But throwing away someone else's mail is a felony under the US Code 1702, which calls it an obstruction of correspondence. Hey. I don't know what I'm looking at. Not updating your driver's license when you move. Damn. I didn't do that. Changing your address at the DMV is probably the last thing you're thinking about when moving, but most states require that you do it within a few days. It's been a long time. Eating something before you buy it, whether it's sipping a drink while awaiting to check out or picking at the fruit that's already in the cart. If you eat before you pay, you're an offender. I've never done that, but I've seen people do it. Writing disturbing fiction. Be wary of how unsettling your stories are. Wait, what? As some states prohibit the creation of disturbing material, a teenager was suspended from school and prevented from graduating just for writing a story that spooked teachers. Wired reports. It's illegal to write disturbing things. It's a new concept for me. Using your cell phone while driving. It never seems as dangerous as it is, especially when you're only trying to answer a brief message or make a quick call. However, the fines are quite heavy in many states, so investing in a hands-free system could save you a lot of money. Sir. Rolling through a stop sign. Oh, I knew about that. When was the last time you counted one before continuing past the stop sign? Everyone's guilty of this one. Everyone. Never done it. Wait, maybe I have done. It's just one of those things you don't think about because there's like no one. It's usually like a one way where you see stop signs like that, and there's like no one. There's no traffic. Sharing medication. It feels fortuitous to have extra prescription pills to give a loved one when they fall ill. But wait, sharing your medication could puts you in the wrong side of the law. Damn. If someone has some complication and something happened to them, you could be liable, I guess. Not getting a license for your dog. When you get a dog, the last thing you want to do is paperwork, especially when you just want to play. But most states mandate that you license your dog so that it can keep track of who's had their rabies shot. Oh. What about cats? No cat license? Having a permanent marker in public. You got to be kidding me. Oh, graffiti, anti-graffiti laws. I thought they use spray paint for that. Anti-graffiti laws in states like New York and Florida make it illegal to possess broad-tipped indelible markers in public spaces. And in some states, you have to be over 18 to buy one. Correct. Wow. I guess so they no longer have to really catch you in the act. They can just be like, oh, you have a marker in your hand. Probable cause, whatever. Yeah. Downloading images from the internet. Using a copyrighted image like stills from movies or a photographer's work on your Facebook or blog or even wallpaper can get you in some legal trouble. All right. What's this? Not wearing a seatbelt. It's easy to convince yourself you don't need to wear one when you're just driving around the corner. But if you aren't clicked in, you're breaking the law. Buckle up to avoid fines. All right, man. Oh, peeing outside. This applies mostly to the dark days of being a drunk college student, but most states prohibit any public display of genitalia. Plus public indecency might land you in the sex offender registry. God damn. Any public display of genitalia. That's wow. Making that U-turn. Is the last one? You know you weren't supposed to do it, but it feels so good. Like whipping out your genitals. The cops know you know it too. Will it happen again when no one's around? Probably. All right. What's this? Russia airs its ultimate revenge plan for America. Why would they do that? Got to keep revenge plans secret. Never say these things to a doctor. Everyday phrases with surprisingly dark origins. I think I've already read that one. Quiz. 9 out of 10 people can't name these actors. No, I don't care. What was this? Bible storylines that mysteriously disappeared. All right. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was not fun. No offense, but you'll never be anywhere as funny as these 46 people. Arrogant thing to say. Famous inventions their creators wish they had never made. These inventions were celebrated at the time, the conception, but since been reassessed by their creators. Non-lethal. No offense, but this Child support from this person who was holding their cat accountable. It's probably pictures that come along with it. Are you guilty? Oh, yeah. I read that. Yeah, their revenge plan. 3 common energy saving myths debunked. What the average American gets paid for doing your job. My job. What do you mean, raising my kids? You want me to do that? Fuck you. Raise my own kids. Disney don't. Now it's Disney's bill now. Oh, Disney's don't say gay misstep threatens to overshadow Chapek's reign as CEO. Chapek's. It puts everyone in a weird position. A waitress said a 20% service fee was added to cover benefits and health insurance, but that it was not a tip. Is this normal? Don't care. Putin vows to press invasion until Russia's goals are met. Of course. Why start and not finish? Which pet makes better financial sense, a cat or a dog? Cat? I don't know. 11 photos, chaos and confusion at the scene of Brooklyn subway attack. Scientists discover what really happens when you die. See floating people. And Atacama superquake we never knew about sent humans into hiding for 1,000 years. Should put an A. Should put an A in the middle there. Sports stars who died too young. Can't die too old, huh? Saudi TV mocks US government. Comedy skit goes semi-viral. Huh. Didn't know Saudi was funny. Former mafia member explains all the ways the New York mob makes its money. You snitching, boy? Man charged with speeding while under the influence of drugs. Why is that news? My friend tried to make a move on my husband until I caught her. Good for you. Do dogs listen to men more than women? Does your gender even matter? Can they tell when you transition? What this optical illusion reveals about your brain. Okay. Here's facts about ancient Greece. 9 things that make humans special. Special as in unique or special as in stupid? Ukraine releases video of Russia drone, shouldn't it be Russian drone, dismantling. And here's what they found. Ukraine love releasing videos, huh? Married couples who actually stay together do these 7 things every single year. Make more money. How to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit without doing any math. Okay. What a 3,000-year-old body in Spain reveals about the origins of the worst pandemic in history. Ugh. Brooklyn subway shooting. Photos show aftermath of Tuesday attack. Subway shooting. Why are these people still in the subway? Is my question. If there was a shooting, last place you want to be is where the shooting happens. These people just lying around, hugging on each other. Five personality traits. These valuable things survived the Titanic's tragic sinking. Okay. Countries with the worst air pollution in the world. Huh. 3 New Jersey men charged after sexually assaulting a woman they met in a bar. Come on now. 3 New Jersey men were charged last week of they met in one of their home. Well, what? Men were charged last week after sexually assaulting a woman they just met in one of their homes. It's already said. Just found her in their home. 24-year-olds Andrew J. Galusi, Richard S. Gathy, and Ronald W. Hondo. One Hondo. Took the woman to Galusi's home in Marlborough on April 2nd. They didn't say they kidnapped her. They took her there voluntarily, holding her against her will. She went to someone's home with 3 guys by herself. Would they refuse to pay her or something? Holding her against her will and then sexually assaulting her, according to the Monmouth County prosecutors. Jesus, that's a name. The assailants met the victim at a bar that night, according to officials, later going to Galusi's home with a male friend. This was a disturbingly coordinated and predatory attack. Get the hell out of here, man. There's lies. Coordinated. Acting prosecutor Lori Linsky said, "We commend the courage of the victim in coming forward to report what happened to her, and we look forward to bringing those responsible to justice." The men were all arrested on Friday and are being held at Monmouth County Jail. One attorney who was representing Gathy and Hondo disputed the accusations. "We're conducting our own investigation," Mario Galusi and Staten Island-based lawyer told New Jersey Advance. "We believe the narrative being spun is far from the actual events of the..." Obviously, it doesn't make sense. It's just so annoying when people just such an obvious lie. It doesn't make sense. That's very annoying. The trio are all charged with first-degree aggravated sexual assault, second degree, just all the degrees of sexual assault, and third-degree criminal restraint. Anyone with any information, anyone that knows she's a yeah, who is this woman supposed to be? We get like sex workers in office now? What is going on? The animal you see first in this visual personality test reveals how loyal you are in relationships. There's a wolf, a butterfly, and an elephant. Is it a wolf or just a dog? I don't know. Very few people enter into a new romantic relationship with the expectation that they will. I mean, who would see the elephant first? All right, whatever. And a butterfly isn't an animal. Very few people enter into a new romantic relationship with the expectation that they will eventually cheat on their partner. Sure, there are some bad eggs, some born cheaters, but for the most part, people who are not loyal in their relationships often find themselves caught in a moment that leads to a web of lies that can seem impossible to escape from. The only way around being in this situation, being loyal, but it isn't always as easy as all that. Sometimes you need personality tests to determine whether or not you are truly, blah, blah, blah. All right. Things you might think of yourself as being a person, blah, 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 to find out how likely you are to cheat. Stay in a loyal relationship without actually in a relationship without actually being in that situation. All you have to do is look at the optimal illusion in before play close attention to the first animal that catches your eye, then scroll down and read about what blah, blah, blah. All right. The animal you first saw in the show, if you saw the elephant, I don't know why you would. If you saw the elephant first when you looked at the image, you're the kind of person who is faithful. You're also a weirdo to their partner, no matter what. This is an admirable quality to be sure, but it doesn't mean that you can always expect others to enter into a relationship with the same thoughts where loyalty is concerned. Being a faithful person doesn't mean that you're a doormat. It does. If anyone treats you that way, they don't deserve you. Well, the butterfly, it's not an animal. If you saw the butterfly first, when you looked at the image, you're the kind of person whose eye, mind, and heart have the tendency to wonder if that was a goddamn animal. You have never deliberately set out to cheat on any of your partners, but chances are you have cheated at least once before. I haven't, and I didn't see the butterfly first. Always follow your heart, but try to practice kindness. Next time your heart moves on before your relationship is over, try to end your relationship before starting another one. All right, the wolf. All right, so it was a wolf. If you saw the wolf first, when you looked at the image, you are the kind of person who does whatever they want when it comes to relationships. Well, it's not entirely true. You constantly look out for number one. I try. I think about other people. And if that means hooking up with someone and hoping your partner doesn't find out, then that's just fine by you. If I were to do that, then I would think that, but I've never done that. Being the lone wolf is a lonely place to be in, and particularly if you keep walking all over people around you. Never walked over anyone. I'm way too honest to do that, but I would do it though. Just I'll tell on myself. All right, we can end it there. It's been fun.